I hope they don't get held in customs. 2 to-do list pages worth of things I need to do. Woohoo! I'm very unwell. Hello. Good morning. It is the morning before I start work. As usual, as I say in every vlog, Mabel woke us up multiple times during the night last night. We had a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and I think she actually was a little bit frightened, so every time she was woken up by those noises, she wanted a wee, so we were up multiple times. As you can hear, Mabel's running about, probably chasing the cat, and playing with a ball. But it's currently Wednesday the 20th, so I haven't picked up the camera since the last vlog ended, which was just after launch day last week. Well, at the end of last week, I think I picked it up Thursday maybe. So there's been a couple of days. My partner Natalie's family, her parents, came up to visit us, so we had the weekend just going to York, spending some time with Mabel, taking her for walks and things like that. So it was very nice and relaxed, and I just sat and made spiders whenever there was a spare moment to do so, or in front of the TV if we were watching a film, and I managed to get the big spider order done. I hope I mentioned that in the last vlog, but if I didn't, I received a huge spider order for someone's wedding over in Colorado, and I needed to make 33 spiders. So I have those all made. I made them in record time. Natalie helped me with some, and I've packaged those up. And they will be being picked up by DHL for expedited shipping. I just hope that they don't get stuck in customs or anything, but I've given myself almost 2 weeks to get them there, so I hope they get there quick. I hope they don't get held in customs, and I hope they arrive safely. So that's always the worry with something like this, a big order that needs to be expedited for the 1st of October. So they are done, and that's what I did over the weekend. I didn't do anything else. I did give the studio a little bit of a tidy up just so that I can reset after all the orders and everything. And I did receive a couple more orders over the weekend as well, so they were packaged up and sent out yesterday. But I think that's it. I think you're up to date. So now that mushroom launch is done, they're doing well. I'm still trying to film a few TikToks and reels and keep the ball moving, but people really loved my little series of mushrooms, so I'm thinking of doing a bit of a mini series. There probably won't be any products to come from it because it's a bit late for Halloween, but I'm thinking of doing a little pumpkin painting series. So I paint a little mushroom. I'm obsessed with bloody mushrooms. I paint a little pumpkin every day for a few days. I don't know how long I'll make it, depends how many pumpkins I feel like painting, and have those up there. I think that will be a nice little mini series for the time being, and maybe next year I'll make some products from those illustrations. It'll do some of the work for next year's prep. I do also need to prepare some Halloweeny things for my next market / a smaller Halloween update onto the website. It'll be just a small thing, it won't be anything major, but they will include felted pumpkin keyrings. I may make them as earrings as well, that'd be good. Felted pumpkins, they range from about a small size, this size, up to a medium, up to a large. I also want to felt some little ghosts. They did really well last year. I have some crocheted witches hats that I need to take some photos of. Basically, I just need to prepare some of the Halloweeny type things. I don't have a market this weekend, so it's a weekend free to do all the market prep for the following weekend. And then I do have a night market at Left Bank in Leeds as well, which is this converted church into a bit of a venue. I do have a night market there in October as well, so I need to get some of the Halloween stuff ready and prepare the market's display, because I have a lot more products than I have had for the last few months, so I'm going to be using my L shape rather than just the tips, and so I need to see how all that's going to fit together. But you are now up to date with everything that's been going on. And that's it. Let's get on with doing some felting. I think, according to my bullet journals lists, what day is it? Wednesday. Film some vlog footage. Currently doing that. I need to film a little talk on how the mushroom series affected my social media and engagement, and in terms of my launch as well, and how much money I made from all that. I'm going to do a little video on that, so I need to start filming that later on today. And then what else do I need to do? Send off spiders, doing that. I need to ring some dog training to get Mabel some training, some puppy training, and then start the mini pumpkin series. So yeah, you're up to date. Let's get on with some of that and see how we get on today. See if we can cross all those things off the list. Ring your bell. Good girl. Good girl. So we are starting off this week. It is a market prep week. We have a market at Kirkstall Abbey Markets this weekend here in Leeds. It's our usual market that we have at the end of every month, but I have 2 to-do list pages worth of things I need to do for this market. We have a lot to do. Doing the mushroom launch and everything has really put quite a pause on everything to do with the market, but now we've finished with that, everything's sorted with that. I just need to get market stuff done. So that is including, I'm not going to read this whole out, don't worry, but that's including restocking quite a lot of products like my beaded items, some gecko kits, printing some cards and some prints, but it's also including kind of creating a few products that I have in mind that I want to add to the stall. So some more felted pumpkins, some felted pumpkin earrings, little ones, some little ghosts that I've started doing. Let me grab one of those and I can show you. So I've started to do some little felted ghosts, which I think will look really nice. This is made from Teeswater wool, local to Yorkshire is where I got it from, and it is on a farm local to my mum, and it's naturally curly. So it's pure wool, there's no acrylic in this, it's all pure wool, so it can actually be recycled and it will biodegrade in your garden. It's actually really good for your garden as well, so you can always use it for the holidays, either keep it for next year or you can use it in your garden. I started making that. We also need to photograph all these new products and list them on the website. I want to spray paint some of my displays. So as you can see behind me, I've got my sticker display that you saw me making in the last vlog. I need to add a couple more holes for that because I'm in the process of doing some another mini series, which is going to be mini painted mushrooms, which you'll probably see shortly around this vlog going up and onwards. So I want some more stickers for that, but I need to paint that. I bought some primer and some kind of my branding lilac spray paint, so I want to paint that with that. I want to paint some of my other displays that are all wooden. I want them to have the lilac wood kind of look, and I also want to mask off, sand and spray paint my little grabber machine, and I need to sort out what prizes you can win in that. So there's a lot to do, there's a hell of a lot to do, and I just hope that I don't have to work any late days for work because it's really going to throw off what I need to do. But I have currently just started doing my scroller box. It's just arrived through the post. You'll have seen it before this video goes up, but that has arrived in the post, so I need to film and do a piece of artwork for that. I have something in mind, so hopefully I can get that done tonight, edit and schedule that video for tomorrow, for Tuesday, and then hopefully I can work on stuff before then. But anyway, that's your update of what needs to be done, and I just thought we'd do a week in the life as a market run-up kind of vlog. I hope that's interesting. Anyway, that's your update. Let's get on with some stuff. Let's get this scroll box done. I need to go to Rounders in half an hour though, but it's only an hour session, so hopefully we can do an hour, get back, do the scroll box, get that all ready, and then get on with some market prep. Where you pay a certain amount and you use the claw machine and you win a little prize in each ball. So I masked it off. Probably should have masked off more of it, but I didn't think it would be that much of a problem if I was spraying close by. But it was quite windy out there as well. I think it's a mixture of wind and human error, and these things do happen, and I thought I would share something that has gone wrong. Basically there was a lot of overspray and it sprayed up a lot of the perspex area. I didn't mind so much it spraying the silver, but it sprayed the perspex. Now I googled how to get primer off because it was the primer that was the issue, not the overcoat, which is annoying. I thought I'd be responsible and buy primer so that the paint wouldn't chip, and that turned out to be my downfall. So I googled how to get primer off and it said a good quality paint thinner would work. So I have a very good paint thinner that I use for my oil paints, and I used it and I started stupidly on the front of it. It's now the back because I've taken it apart, and it started to actually melt the plastic, which was my first thing. Then I thought, oh, maybe some mineral spirits would work, and it did start getting the paint off, and it got the paint off, but it's left this cloudy look on every single pane of perspex. I later did more research and found out that rubbing alcohol would have worked just as well, which I did use, but that has left this smeariness as well. I don't know whether just doing it would get that off, but I definitely cannot get this Perspex glass off. So I took it apart to try and see whether I could take the Perspex out and replace it with something, but it's actually shaped at the ends a certain way to be pinched in by this, so just a sheet of Perspex glass won't work. So that's annoying. I can't fix it. Very annoying, but look how nice it would have looked. How nice would that have looked? It would have looked really nice, really on brand. I would have written Lucy Locks Art along here, and then I would have had all the pricing at the top and what you could win. It would have looked really nice, it would have looked really cute, and it would have done the job really well. I just had a bad day and didn't think things through, and the wind caught some of the overspray and it just didn't work. So things happened. I've taken it apart and I've currently taped it back together because I can't be bothered with the 50 billion screws that were fitting it all together. But I'm going to put this in my attic. Maybe I'll use it for something else one day, I don't know. But for now, it's not going to get used. So I think I'm going to have to absorb the £30 I spent on it, and I'm going to buy a gumball machine. I'm just going to follow the crowd, and I'm going to go gumball machine. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy, because my worry about buying another one of these is it is meant to be a kid's toy, like these little things, all of it, the chain it's very cheap and cheerful, and that was the reason I bought it, that it would be 30 quid that would last me a year, hopefully, minimum. But I am loath to spend another £30 on a second one if it's not going to last me forever, so I'd rather spend the extra amount. In this case I think I found one for about £66. I need to do some more research though. I'd rather spend the money on something a bit more durable that's going to last me several years, hopefully. But it was worth a go. It was worth a go, but it just didn't work out this time. And it would have looked cute though, don't you think? It would have looked cute. But anyway, it is what it is. Things happen. I've still got to spray paint all my other stuff, but not today because it's now night time. I spent a long time doing that after work. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna buy a gumball machine and see where we get on with that. But there's still a lot to do. I've procrastinated putting lights up, as you saw, which look nice, but I really need to get on with stall stuff, and I'm just procrastinating. So let's get on with it. So it's the middle of work, so I don't have long, but a package has arrived, and it should be in theory the gumball machine. So I went ahead and ordered it. I spent double the amount I spent on the grabber because I just thought that was always meant to be a temporary fix, and since I'm having to buy it again through my own stupidity, I just thought I'd fork out and get something that was going to be more permanent. So we got the gumball machine. I really wanted a gumball machine with the round top, but all of those were kiddie ones and they didn't allow for the capsules to come out. So I'm hoping this does. It should do. I've seen that it does. It's a proper one, proper metal one, and it's meant for like bouncy balls and stuff, so the capsules will fit in theory, but we shall see. Oh, there. Let's not break it. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so, oh, look at that. Look at this beast. So that's brilliant. So this is plastic, which is good actually, so it'll help painting, and the rest is metal and glass. But it takes 20p's, so I need to build some 20p's up for the market. So I'm going to mask absolutely everything off. We're not going to have the same mistake. We're masking everything. Oh, this is plastic, it's not glass. Okay, interesting. But anyway, I'm going to mask everything off because I'm not having the same mistake. But it's just this black bit that I'm going to paint lilac. And then I actually need to sort all the prizes out. It's currently Thursday and we have one more day. So that's that. But they should be perfect. I think I can probably get bigger capsules in the future because the holes are quite big, but we shall test this out and put all the capsules in. But it looks good. I'm pleased with it. I think it'll be really fun to do. I'm very pleased actually. Very, very pleased. But at least it's here in time. I just need to spray it and I need to get all the prizes ready because that's my main thing. So the capsules, I've not gotten if I had the money, I would have bought a big one that allowed for big capsules because then I could put pins in them and stuff, but just not meant to be at the moment. This is just going to be a trial thing. But I think I'm going to do discount codes, and it's just all going to be pieces of paper folded up, and I'm going to do discount codes and I'm going to do prizes as well. It might be a bunch of prizes that are worth the amount that you spend on this, or it could be just the one prize, like a pin that's worth a lot more than what you spend on this, but they'll be a bit more scarce in here. There'll be a bit more scarcity to that prize. But that's that. I hope it works. I hope people enjoy it. It's worth a try anyway, isn't it? You can only try these things. Anyway, I'm waffling. I've got to work. Good morning, it's Friday. I'm very unwell. Natalie's been unwell all week. I started to feel unwell yesterday, to the point where when we got home and had dinner, I felt really sick, didn't want to do anything, so didn't do any stall prep yesterday, and instead got in bed and went to sleep at about 9. And then I slept through till 8:30, so kudos to Natalie for getting up with Mabel and letting her out and everything, because I was dead to the world. So I'm not very well. Last night I did contemplate cancelling this weekend's market because I just felt so unbelievably unwell. But I woke up this morning and I feel a little bit fresher after having a good night's sleep. I don't look particularly fresh. I look a bit of a state. My hair's not brushed. But if I feel like this tomorrow and Sunday, then I think I could definitely do the stall fine. It's actually not a cold. I've just got a really sore throat and it is starting to travel up the head. But I don't think I've got a cold. I'm not sneezing or anything like that, or coughing or anything. It's just a really sore throat. I tend to, when everyone else gets colds, I tend to just have a really sore throat and feel just a bit tired and not very well. Anyway, so today, in between work, so at lunchtime, before work, after work, I am stall prepping like mad because I didn't get as much done yesterday as I needed to. So there's quite a lot to do, but we're starting off with making the final bits of these earrings. If it would like to focus on the earring. No. Anyway, we're doing earrings. So I think I've just got another 3 sets to do. So we'll have 4 sets of mushroom earrings and 4 sets of pumpkin earrings to sell. I don't think it's enough, but it is what it is. I need to write up all the slips that are going to go inside the mystery balls for my gumball machine. So they need to go in that. I need to write all those up and come up with all the prizes that you can win. Natalie's going to be doing the little sign. I started it yesterday, didn't like it. Natalie's a graphic designer, so I'm letting her design it. But that's all good. I've got some new lights for the market because it's Halloween. And because there's more stock, I'm having to pull my tables into the marquee a little bit further, and my marquee is dark blue, so it's very dark in there, especially on a bit of an overcast wintry night. So we picked up some little lights. So we've got a curtain light that's going to hang behind us, and then I picked up these little pumpkins which I'm going to kind of put around the market on the tables, just to brighten things up a little bit and just add a little bit of colour and a bit of spookiness. Hopefully that looks good. But yeah, they're the main things I'm doing kind of lunchtime this morning, and then I think it's just finalising like signage and packing the bags and everything. I think that's what we need to do. So yeah, that's it. That's your update. I'm not very well. We'll get on with it.
Stands. I'm ready for puzzles.